Hello YouTube and welcome to another episode of MetalmarkthebossTwitching. I'm Metalmark the Boss. Yeah. I ended up at the cave to drop off them items and out of nowhere these bandits appeared.
Lucky hit.
I don't know where they came from. They kind of just like showed up. I think this is initially where I was trying to go to get rid of them bear pelts.
God might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon drawn. You're that mage from the college, right? Your things have finally
Good to
calmed
see
down
you.
over there.
Finally, someone useful is around.
Damn bears are dry. Nice
a
to finally
boring
meet someone who can
conversation.
follow simple Here's your reward, as promised. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to get back to work. If you get a chance, kill a few more bears for me, will you? Friends like you are hard to find. Very valuable.
It was
me.
by the barrows.
That thing's evil, Linley. I told you to keep away from there.
I'm sorry. I was curious. I didn't believe the stories. I won't go over there ever again.
A fine
that
day
you
to
don't.
you, friend. May
I
you die with a
promise to
sword
keep
in
you
your
safe.
hands.
May the gods watch
pleasant
over you.
journey, my lord.
Here, take a look at this. Some of the Jarl's men came by and left this bounty letter.
Miss Temba is much happier now that you...
I'm gonna... Can you believe it? Another pile of logs ruined. The Greybeards stay away from me, and I stay away from them. Suits me just fine.
Nensky route. I am somewhat close to there.
The mine will be... It's about time. Here you go. Tell Half-York that... Then, right before the... I want to know what I'm dealing with before I start tearing it out of the ground.
All the jumping around.
Disrespect the law and... disrespect me.
Welcome to the Pond Prawn. Come on in, take a look around. Welcome to the Pond Prawn. What can I do for you?
And him.
Looking at the Riften fishery is tough, but it puts some coin in my pocket.
My mind is on my experiments today. I'm a Master my errant formulas have cost... To restore Master Elgrim's supply, I would need 20 Deathbell, 20 Nightshade, and 20 Nirnroot. Am I sensing that you may be interested in... That means more time for my experiments and less time in the field. Much appreciated. It's we're made up... Yet if... You ask why I'm so fascinated? Good. My experiments are at a critical stage. Nirnroot, Nightshade. Last we have Deathbell, which only grows in marshy tundra terrain. Its inverted bluish-purple flower bunches are unbreakable.
You here for lessons, like Ingen? Or did you wish to buy something?
Have you managed? Thank you. I'll be sure to get Elgrim to examine this as soon as his busy schedule allows. Here, I had him make you a few things for all that travel. Don't
My
forget
experiments
us.
can't be completed
goodbye.
until you've
For your
brought me those
journey.
ingredients. Do hurry.
This is like the edge of the map.
We are Lord Boethiah's faithful. Have you come to test your mettle? We are forged by Boethiah's example. We carve our will upon the world through our tongues and our blades. You are nothing. An empty vapor, dispersed by the slightest breeze. Good. Perhaps I've misjudged. The Lord of Plots, Deceiver of Nations, Devourer of Trinomac, the Queen of Shadows, Goddess of Destruction, he who destroys, and she who erases. Many are our Lord's lofty names, but they befit only us mortals. Intone her mighty names from now until the end of time. It is for naught. Names mean nothing to our Lord. She only cares for those who care for themselves, whose hearts are full of purpose, whose lives are full of deeds. If you desire a glimpse of our dark mistress, then this is what you must do. First, prove your tongue can wield a lie. Find someone, gain his trust, lead him to the shrine above. Next, instruct your thrall to touch the pillar of sacrifice. Its magic will ensnare him, rendering him helpless. Then, girded with certitude, plant the ceremonial blade deeply, so that the waters of his heart wash over you. If your will is strong enough, it will stir Boethiah in her dark mansion, and she will appear before us. Then you are weak and inconsequential.
past the one I needed to sleep.
Wearing flesh is so distasteful. You have caught my attention, mortal. That is most unwise. Tell me, why have you slain those who profess to follow in my ways? I abide only those whose will is aligned to my own. Those who oppose my desires perish in the most dreadful of ways. I have a purpose for which you might prove useful. But first, I must test the deftness of your guile and the strength of your purpose. Make a thrall, lure him to my shrine, prove your will is stronger, convince him to embrace the pillar of sacrifice, and then slay him without mercy. Do this, and I shall remember you, and bestow an important task upon you. Do this not, and I shall forget you, and your soul will waste in obscurity.
patrol the streets now. I hear secrets that you keep when you're patrolling on the streets.
It's so good to see you. Oh, thank you. Divines bless your kind heart. Spare a coin for a poor old woman.
We're one of the same kind, you and I. I'm glad. Nothing new. He likes to get drunk and walk and it isn't. In fact, just about anyone who isn't a Nord is fair game for their bullying. Until next time.
A divine smile on a charitable soul. I ask only. For a little charity.
Damn, I found him right away. I should have shot him right then and there.
Talos rewards the generous.
I just thought he was up in arms. I didn't know that he was gonna kill.
Good to see you again. I once killed 6 men single-handed. I'll rescue my brothers in arms from ambush by an Imperial patrol.
Guard might get nervous. A man approaches with his weapon
You need
drawn.
anything, come see me. I'm a dark elf and I live in Windhelm, so yes, I live in the Grey Quarter.
I don't know if I went in here. I'm gonna check real quick before I go there.
Got some fresh baked bread and good cheese if you're after a bite to eat. Did you see the candle? It was when word came that he'd fallen, his son Rock lit the candle in his honor. Nobody knows why it still burns.
Yes? Sure. What can I do for you? Yes?
The townsfolk. I lost my family years ago. Truth is, I don't really know what keeps me going. Fair winds and calm seas. That's an old sailor's part.
I still can't believe Isabella's gone. She was such a helpful young lass.
Of the ancient Nord art. Believe, believe the Dragonborn comes. It's an end to the evil of all Skyrim's foes. Beware,
that's right, an end to the evil.
beware the Dragonborn come.
Dragonborn. Cornyborn. Nobody took care of that poopy head.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
Come on, bro.
And what would you speak with Galmar? He'll size you up and see where we
If
can
he's
best
not
use
with
your
us.
talents.
Helgen, huh? Ulfric told us quite the story. If you made it through all that, you're likely worth something to me. Yeah, but first, tell me, why does a foreigner want to fight for Skyrim?
He knows
Watch
that.
yourself out
They
there.
all know that.
How long are you going to wait?
Keep your arrows in their quiver, archer.
There's always another door.
Don't be so sure of that. We've intercepted couriers from Solitude. The Empire's putting a great deal of pressure on Whiterun.
And what would you have me do?
The Stormcloaks are finding victory across the land. I'm glad you were able to correct your mistake. I'll release Wunferth immediately. You've done the city a mighty service, friend. I believe you'll find the guards to be a bit more cordial with you in the future.
He knows that. They all know that.
The Jarl has put out a bounty to slay a giant. Here, take a look at this decree for details.
Stronger message.
If by message you
Travel
mean
safely.
shoving a
It's
sword
dangerous
through
out
his
there.
gullet.
Taking his city and leaving him in disgrace would make a more powerful statement, don't you think?
Whatever you've heard I can do is probably... You already know all that I know. I still say you should take them all out like you did Dead King Torrin.
I can take what I want now. the bear. Roar. Roar. Alright, that's all done. Trying to burn these quests out.
Need something? I'm running food and supplies to the miners. Don't pay much, but they let me sleep by the fire in the inn most nights. Hi there. My pa was he died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Real hard. I'm running food and don't pay much, but they let me My pa was a sailor. He died a few days later. I've tried to make do since then, but it's been hard. Real hard.
You beasts are the worst.
Come now, dearie. Surely we aren't all
I don't
that
owe you
bad.
money, do I?
Just leave
What
me
are you
alone.
looking at?
I brought your mead.
Heard of them?
Drink it and shut your
I've
filthy
been
mouths.
captain in a... Aye, the war keeps... Our secret ingredient. A battle mage of... Runs the blood horkers. Well, I can't just tell that to... From the look of you, I'm guessing you're more looking to cause some trouble for the horkers. Nah, it would be my pleasure. Someone
12
there?
septums on the big one.
Please, someone do something.
Tell you to fight. Keep those hands up.
Well fought, you swinging bit of skeever bait.
Need something? Yes? I don't owe you money, do I? I don't owe you... What are you staring at?
The Wind Peak Inn features the finest bard in all of Dawnstar. Sure, what can I do for you? Yes?
I'm sorry.
This one's a
My mind
favorite
was
of
just
mine.
somewhere.
Legend we all know
Do you
and
need
love.
a room? Drink.
Our hero,
What are you looking at? Halden will take my hide for this. We draw counsel at Jaffet's. If you'll pardon me now, my crew needs gathering.
Power of
Should
the
be in Hammer.
ancient-
The Imperials think we need their laws. Hey, staying safe. I mostly deal with... You see those... So you can cast a few spells? What is it? The Imperials... Go fiddling with any locks. Giants have been spotted up near Red Road Pass. Best to keep away and avoid it entirely. Dangerous post, Dawnstar. If the bandits don't get you... The animals will.
There's no honor in being a Jarl's servant. No Sovngarde waits for dust cleaners.
If fight or die well. All right then.
Dawnstar.
Safety? Don't I have you to handle the town's safety?
I'm Scald's
What is this
housecarl
about?
and head of his guard.
You're not as dumb as you look.
You keep pledging
What's
more
this?
and more of our guard
Oh,
to the front
that's
lines.
right.
The way this is going,
I
we won't be
swear.
able to defend our
That
own
area
borders.
and her... Here,
Glory
take
is
this.
meaningless
For
if
your
we have no
time
home
and
to
all
return
that.
to. I urge you to lower our
Giants are a
front
common...
until I'm sure we're safe.
Go and slay one of the beasts. Should let them know that Dawnstar is not... I'm counting on you. Good luck with the giant. Don't get stepped on.
Need a dagger. Don't know what the Red Guards see in books, but thank you. Let me show you some tricks around the forge. I've worked on a few moorings here and there for it. Most of the ship captains are superstitious about who works on their vessels, though. And Dawnstar is known for its bad luck. We're the last port of call before Windhelm, and the ore we trade makes rich targets for pirates.
Horik and I have lived here ever since I retired. He's a good soldier. Need something? Stay out of trouble now.
My duty is to guard Brina Merilis.
I'm waiting. Yes? Drowning your troubles in mead? A lot of folk. You're doing that these days? You'll want the Wind Peak Inn.
Been mining all my life.
Quicksilver. That would turned on the Empire first chance he got. If it's about the if you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver mine. It's a better life than working in that damned Ironbreaker mine with all those milk drinkers.
If you don't mind me saying that.
Until next time.
I'm too hard. Go home.
If you don't mind digging, I own the Quicksilver mine. It's a better life. I don't want to talk about it.
I've got a lot of respect for the Restoration School.
You don't know.
Skyrim could use a lot more heroes.
I plan to spend all the days I got left on the
I
water,
don't like taking
where I
orders from a
belong.
boy, but need the gold.
I don't buy it. That's the first bit of good news I've had. Here's your cut. I'd better get
saving
going.
gets in your blood.
Your ancestors wouldn't... I beg you, don't go into Silas's museum. Silas comes from one of the oldest families in Dawnstar. They have a complicated history. Several of his ancestors belong to the mythic Dawn, the cult that almost destroyed Tamriel. His family's involvement was only found out well after the crisis had died down, but it still ruined their reputation. And now Silas is back, and this museum to the mythic Dawn is his way of trying to rebuild his family's pride. It's misguided. Not a student of history, I see. It's for... The only thing you need to know is that they almost destroyed the world, and they were stopped a long time ago.
And here
That
comes my
museum is a
first
mistake.
visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes, my collection of artifacts from a group that toppled an empire. Why don't you come in? You can browse the displays and let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic... Did you have any questions about the museum? Or would you rather talk business? A little history first. After the Oblivion Crisis, a number of groups cropped up dedicated to wiping out the remnants of the Mythic Dawn. One of these groups found Mehrunes' razor, the artifact of Dagon. They split it into 3 fragments and pledged to keep them apart forever. That was almost 150 years ago, and the pieces are still being kept by the descendants of that group, and they're right here, in Skyrim. Fine. I can't force you to help me, but the offer is open. They were worshippers of Mehrunes Dagon, the Daedric Lord of Destruction and Change. The Mythic Dawn killed Uriel Septim VII and his heirs, triggering the events that led to the Oblivion Crisis when the Daedra invaded Tamriel. All that remains of the infamous cult I've gathered in my museum. Ah, an excellent question. Mehrunes Dagon is the Daedric Lord of Change, Destruction, and Ambition. Dagon's Mythic Dawn cult killed the Septim Dynasty and opened the Oblivion Gates into Tamriel. They called it the Oblivion Crisis. I'll just be Ah, yes. That scabbard. Notice the insignia? An Oblivion Gate. A key symbol of Mehrunes Dagon, the patron Daedra of the Mythic Dawn. The commentaries on the Mysterium Xarxes were written by the Mythic Dawn cult leader, Mankar Camoran. He promised a paradise awaited his followers when they died, that they would be reborn by Mehrunes Dagon's side. That burned paper is all that remains of the fabled Mysterium Xarxes, the blasphemous book written by Mehrunes Dagon himself.
All the Xerxes.
It's said that Mankar Camoran used the book to open a portal to a...
Yeah, bro, I'm not helping the evil.
You're that mage from the college, right? Hear things have finally calmed down over there.
Look, I can take you to any port on the coast. Good day.
crazy. Oh boy. Alright, I'm just about out of time, guys. Hit that subscribe button. Thanks for watching. I'm Metalmark the Boss, out. Stay safe out there.